Welcome, it's Marcus here from CarVeto. So this brief video is to walk you through how to buy a CarVeto check. I also want to draw your attention to the most important elements of a CarVeto. They include outstanding finance agreements, mileage discrepancies, insurance category accident damage, and if a car has ever been stolen. If your CarVeto result comes back and any of these items here have not passed, you should not buy the vehicle, or you stand to lose your investment in the vehicle. Now let's go over to CarVeto and run a check. Okay, so coming over to CarVeto, the first thing we're going to do is run a free check. We offer this to all of our users. Simply put in a registration of a car and you click to check. And the result of the free check is below. So we provide some valuable basic information here, including the vehicle registration. This is a picture of the vehicle. We tell you if the vehicle has ever been exported. We tell you when the MOT expires, when the road tax expires. There's basic vehicle details here. There's basic road tax information here. The next element is this link here. If you click, we'll navigate you to askMID, where you can check if a vehicle is actually insured on the insurance vehicle database. So this is particularly useful when you're buying a car privately, because all private car owners legally have to have their vehicles insured. So if the car here isn't insured, it's definitely a red light and you should do some further investigations. Let's input the registration of the vehicle that we are checking. We will confirm that we understand data protection and we'll check the vehicle. So the result is that this vehicle is insured on the National Insurance Register. So provided this is green, we can then go ahead back to CarVeto and buy our Platinum check. Just click one of these buttons here and we'll make a payment. And we buy the Platinum check for £12.50. So as soon as payment is processed, you're brought back to CarVeto and presented with your certificate. We can see that this vehicle here has passed its check. Let's look at some of the finer details. We can see information about the vehicle here. We can see that the car has never been stolen. So we run a check via the police theft markers. We can see that the vehicle has never been involved in a major accident that has resulted in the car being an insurance category write-off. We check the MIAFTR insurance write-off database. We can see the vehicle has never been imported, exported or scrapped. It's never had a colour change or a plate change. The CarVeto also tells us that there are no mileage issues to speak of. Finally, this other important check here is about the finance. So we can see that this car doesn't have any outstanding finance on it. So outstanding finance can be hire purchase. It could also mean that the car was leased or was part of a PCP deal. Any such outstanding finance and a red marker here, and you should certainly not buy the vehicle, otherwise you're likely to lose your investment in the vehicle and the vehicle itself. Further information provided are the vehicle details and the car ownership details. It tells us how many previous owners it is and the date of change of keeper. We search and return information directly from the DVLA. Further down we can see the engine specification and additional information. We provide you with fuel economy charts and finally MOT history. Now this is important here because we can see when the MOTs were carried out, the result of the MOTs and the mileages, and if the car failed or had any advisory items. So we can see here there's a number of advisory notices for brakes and emissions back in 2016. If these items weren't actually replaced because they were only advised, it's very likely that they'll need to be replaced on the next MOT. If you were to buy the car, you would probably have to pay for those advisory items because they'd be failures in the preceding MOT. Finally, at the bottom we provide you with an MOT mileage chart. This tells you the approximate mileage over any given period. The last point to note here is about the written off insurance checks here. So we can see the vehicle's never been written off. So what this means is that the insurance database holds no record of the vehicle being written off in a major accident. However, it's worth noting CarVeto can only provide information that's actually been recorded against the vehicle. So if there was an accident between drivers and they came to an amicable arrangement between themselves and they didn't involve an insurance company, there would be no record of that on the database. So what that means is it's possible that a vehicle has had a new bonnet or a new boot or a new door, but the repair was carried out outside of the knowledge of the insurance company. You'll be able to print this report off and put it in with the service pack should you buy the car. If you have any questions, if you're on YouTube, you can leave a comment below this video. There's also a link below the video to CarVeto. Alternatively, you can use this Get in Touch button just here and drop us an email and we'll answer your questions. Thanks for listening and bye for now.